In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made $400,000 last year from the comfort of my living room. I'm here today in my office, and I just want to show you guys strategies, tools, resources, everything to do, what the business is, and stuff that you can be implementing by yourself. It's just me and my business partner that do this business. You can do this with a partner, by yourself. It's all feasible. Very, very simple, guys, not easy. By the end of the video, you should know exactly what to do from start to finish. And by the end result, doing a couple deals, sustaining your family, paying for your family's vacations, medical debt, college tuition, whatever it is. So let's get started. So how I wholesale real estate from my living room and made $400,000 last year, step by step for 2025. P.S. Sorry for not so cool edits. I decided to pack it with value so that you can actually use instead. Okay, so what is wholesaling? This is what we're going to go over. What is wholesaling? How to find these motivated sellers, how to find a deal, how to make an offer, how to send an agreement, what's an agreement, and then how to find somebody that's going to pay you to coordinate all this. That's actually going to be paying you. And then also how to get your funds and how you receive them. Just a little bit about me for those who don't know. I have 5 years. I've been doing this business for the past 5 years, and have around 5 years of sales experience. From the start to finish, I've done around $2 million in closed revenue in the past 5 years, and that's a little bit about me. I used to work at Jiffy Lube doing $10 an hour, and then after that I did some car sales, and that just kind of like blew my mind. I was like, okay, if I'm doing car sales, I can probably do this stuff with houses and get paid way more. So yeah, that's my experience. Also, just a normal dude, nothing crazy, no guru BS. Like I don't know, it's just a normal guy. But let's get to it. So wholesaling in a nutshell. So there's going to be 3 parts: A, B, and C. So A, what a motivated seller is. A motivated seller is a person that's going to be selling their property at a discount. 2, B, you the wholesaler, you're going to be the one that contracts that property at the discounted price. And then C, you're going to be finding a buyer that's going to be covering everything. So you're going to be A, finding a motivated seller, somebody that needs your help. B, you're going to contract it. And then C, you're going to find an end buyer that basically fulfills everything, pays you, and then also fulfills that contract. So your job is to find a motivated seller, and you're going to be basically just reaching out to people that are like needing your help. So it's going to be at a price that makes sense for the seller to go with you, for you to get your assignment fee, and then the buyer, which is going to be like a fix and flipper or somebody who adds it to their rental portfolio. They're going to pay you because this is how they put food on the table. They look for deals like this. They're literally waiting for you to reach out to them. Okay, so A, what's a motivated seller? Motivated sellers will have a motivation for reasons to sell their property, such as some of the following below. So either they're going through a divorce, they're maybe selling their home, they need to sell quick because for a job, there's a death in the family. A really good motivation is pre-foreclosure. They can't afford their mortgage anymore. Behind on taxes. Maybe they're a tired landlord. They just got the property. They don't want to put work into it. It's already beat up. Maybe they had a tenant in there that they had to evict. There's just a lot of motivations that are out there, and this is always happening, guys. Like every month there's new situations, new circumstances. People are always strapped for cash, literally just waiting for an easy way out. They don't want to go through the realtors. They don't want to go through the process of putting it on the market, listing it, doing it, paying 6% commission, paying the closing costs, showing the property 20 times for you guys not to even get anywhere. They don't want to do that. They're looking for easy solutions. And think of it like, what would you rather do? Would you rather just one-stop shop, or would you rather go and try to figure these things out? It's going to boil down to your motivation and how quick you need to get this done. Okay, so 1, as the wholesaler, you'll be specialized in finding motivated sellers. 2, you're going to have quality conversations with these people. Keep in mind, these people are very emotional. They're in crazy states to where they're just like, man, like, you know, they've just been beat up. So they're just looking for some type of light, which is you. They're not just looking for an offer. Yes, you will hit people that are just looking for offers, and that's okay. And you will do deals. I still do deals like that to this day. But every time I deal with the seller, I understand their problem first, and then we'll figure out the price later. But as soon as like you do that, you're a problem solver here. I mean, they all that the brick walls start coming down, and they're yours, so you can, like, you know, go and help navigate. 3, once you get all that situated, you'll get this. You'll start doing your due diligence. Like at some point, y'all guys are going to be buying y'all's houses at some point, buying rentals, whatever it is. You're going to go and want to check something out. Just like you go and buy a car from somewhere. Like, yeah, you like the car, you're going to put an offer on it, but let me check it out. Let me see what's going on with it. Maybe I got to take it to my mechanic. Maybe whatever. So this is the same thing with property. You're going to put an inspection period so you can check everything out. Either you're going to buy it yourself, you're going to fix and flip it, Airbnb it, assign it, whatever you want to do. You're the real estate investor, you're the professional. And then C, so the end buyers are going to be the investors, so the person that's going to be fix and flipping the property or renting it out, you're going to be connecting to them for the deal. So once you get a property under contract, you're going to go and find these buyers, and you're going to be like, hey, I got a badass property. Here it is. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And you're going to have you're going to round up a lot of buyers like that, and then you'll get offers on your property. So this is a big marketing business, guys. This is nothing special. It's a marketing and sales business. That's how I see it. And getting to the right people at the right time, right place. So we'll get into marketing and strategies that I'm using today, and that's what made me $400,000 last year. So yeah, let's get into it. It's very simple, guys. There will always be more innovative ways to find motivated sellers. For now, let's just keep it very basic and fundamentals. This is going to be called marketing. For this step, you're going to need data, communications, good timing, and consistency. Either you can do this nationwide, your 50 states that you have, or you can do this in your backyard. I do like 60-40. We do a lot of business in our backyard, Houston, Texas, which I love, amazing market. And then also other states like Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, New York, California, Montana. Like, I mean, we've literally done almost a deal in every state. I can almost tell you that. Maybe not like Alaska or anything like that. There's a few states that we haven't done, but majority of the states, I mean, we probably did a deal or two there. So inbound versus outbound marketing. Outbound marketing is going to be, think of this as like you going to hunt. You're going to go hunt out for a deal. Either you can go out there and you can pull a list of certain zip codes, and you go out there and hunt. You cold call, you text, you drive for dollars. Personally, right now, text is kind of our bread and butter. We've been doing that for the past 3 years, and we have like on the spot results for, you know, how many texts to how many contracts to how much revenue we're going to make. Outbound is amazing. Also, we do inbound. PPC is really, really cool. So outbound, think of it, you going out to business, and then inbound, people coming to you for business. Inbound marketing is amazing because obviously who doesn't want, you know, sellers to come to them, but it does come at a cost. It's more expensive, lesser leads, so you have to have better closing skills. Things like PPC, buying leads, direct mail, radio, Facebook ads, that's inbound marketing, people that are reaching out to you. So the communications that we use are Smarter Contact and CallRail. So we do for SMS, we blast on Smarter Contact, and then on CallRail is where we actually call the people from. Okay, so data. This is where we get our data. It's very simple. So we use ListSource, PropStream, and batch leads. I personally like ListSource and PropStream better, but I've heard amazing things about other stuff like batch leads and things like that. ListSource and PropStream. So check those out for data. Inbound marketing. So this is our Google Ads campaign. This is, I mean, you can see we spent $37,000, and then the cost per lead every time somebody submits something through our website was $82. It's very expensive, but this is how you do it. Here's some of the keywords that we use. Y'all guys can pause it and steal it. I don't care. And yeah, just get leads, get to the bag. People are reaching out to you, and you gotta present them with a good offer and understand their problems. So they reach out to us like this. The cons, it can be very pricey, but it's it's super beneficial. And then the like direct mail, a con can be, again, pricey. And then that's it. Just really, you have to really hone in down on your sales whenever somebody reaches out to you, because it's very expensive. Outbound, I love outbound. SMS, cold call, driving for dollars, Facebook Marketplace. Here's literally a text that we made. This is the text that we made $70,000 on, and we'll show you the end by the end of the video. You'll see the assignment fee that we made on it, the wire that we got into it. This is literally the text that we used. It was perfect and perfect timing. There's nothing special. I mean, look at the text. Nothing too crazy about it. One of the key things that I've seen is use local numbers. So if you're going to be reaching out to like a virtual market, use numbers local to that market. That helps tremendously. Pickup rate, answering them, they're familiar, all that. So goal targeting list. This is really gold. This is going to be where you're actually pulling this data from PropStream or ListSource. Absentee owner, 40% or more equity. They own 3 properties, and they own 3 or more properties, and then they've owned the property for 5 years or more. This is around 80% of our deals have done from literally just this criteria right here. Oh yeah, and so this is just kind of like what it looks like on a PropStream, and this is kind of like the filters. You can see absentee owner, out of state, out of county, 600K values or less, and then 50% or more equity. You can change that to 40 just to increase the spread, the net, and then years of ownership, 5 or more. This is literally what it looks like. Screenshot that, pause the video. And for those who don't know, guys, I have a school community. It's absolutely free. Join it. It gives you all the tools, resources, things that we're doing in my business right now. There's members in there already doing their first deal within 30 days. Also, set up a call. It's absolutely free. I've been there, done that. So just let me put you in the right direction. It's free. Don't waste any time. Just get to it. And yeah, let's get back to this. So the next list that we do too is a senior owner list, 25 years of ownership. So the building size, this is key. A building size with 2,000 square feet or more, and then year built 1995 or earlier. Why do we do 2,000 square feet? Because usually these homes are really big, and we can see that they're going to actually downsize. So seniors, whenever they're downsizing and getting old, they don't use the upstairs. I don't even use my upstairs for my house anymore. So like it's just kind of common sense. But yeah, this is really cool list that we use. And then you can see like what it looks like on the PropStream, just so you guys can see like how we pull it. And then list 3, so HOA and lien and tax lien list. People that owe on their HOA, people that owe on taxes, a lien amount with 5,000 or more, single family homes, condos, or townhouses. So can you imagine a property that's beaten up, and then you have a lien on it? Like, you're motivated. That's layers of motivation, and you're just reaching to them at the right time, right place. It's just a list of or layers of motivation that can potentially get you probability to get a contract, so you can find the end buyer. This is what it looks like. Okay, so my take on local and virtual marketing. So this is just really cool to me, because you're like literally teleporting anywhere in the United States, like anywhere you want. It's really cool. So virtually, a lot of our deals are done, just virtually. We do everything through the phone. Rarely do we ever go to appointments. Rarely do I ever go check out a property unless it's my backyard. Then I go like to check it out for the sport. And usually whenever you go in person, you can probably get that $10,000-$15,000 cheaper than what y'all are already talking about, from my experience based off of my sales. And there's no difference. Y'all guys will get there at that point. And yeah, so cool. So local, and then that's going to be your backyard. You build rapport with the seller. They see you face to face. You know, I've lost deals to where people were local because, you know, sellers just like that, you know, local approach. Virtual, which is cool because it's you know, you're just literally teleporting. Also, it's just some low hanging fruit theory. This has been working, you know, pretty decent. I think we did like Newton, Iowa or something like that, and we made like a $28,000 deal there, which is crazy. The population size was like 30, like there was nobody in that market. But again, it's like hard for the buyers. So low and high populations have generated us over $400,000 last year, just to give you some insight. And yeah, that's local and virtual, or local and virtual. So marketing, just to kind of recap. Once you complete the compile list of data, you pick a marketing stream and you relentlessly contact. So SMS or cold call, figure it out, pick one, and just go at it like crazy, like a madman. Like you have, like you're sleeping in your car, like you don't like work like crazy on it. If they're not motivated, guys, there's no reason to do business. So if they're not motivated, move on to the next one. Find their motivation. This is where that sales comes in. If they are motivated, listen to the problem, find the solution, see what's going on with the price, and then obviously, you know, you'll get paid for that. One thing too, data is reusable, so whenever you invest in data, you can reuse that in 3 to 5 months. Right now, we're actually, you know, blasting every 3 months for the data that we bought. Also, get creative with your list. I mean, you saw what I was doing with my list. Add tax stuff, add liens, add foreclosure stuff. Like, just get creative and just pull data so you can attack these people, attack and get to these people. Also, don't get discouraged if a lift does not get you a deal at first. Just keep going. A lot of this business people do all this stuff and then they don't hit, and then they go look at drop shipping or TikTok or whatever. Like, everything works, man. Just like figure it out and just keep the pace for the next like year. Like it'll work. Just, you can't just give up just because like you didn't get instant results. That's not how life works. So yeah, try a new list or a new marketing stream. If that doesn't work, I do the 3-month rule. If it's not working or rendering us results in 3 months, I go to the next thing. Sorry guys. So this is really cool. We made in 2022 like $200,000 just selling to hedge funds. And we were just selling to hedge funds like crazy. And 2022, 2023, we were just literally, I pulled all this data from like all the lists that I saw, or that y'all saw. I put that in, or that data in these zips, and then I just pulled all that list and started contracting stuff, and then just sending it to hedge funds. So hedge funds are cool because they buy at like 80 to 90% depending on the zip code, and it's just really cool. Like, you're not gonna get that price from like a cash buyer or whatnot. Like they don't have that buying power. Basically, a hedge fund is people who have like billions of dollars, and they're just investing other people's money. All right, guys, so acquisitions. Acquisitions is going to be the lifeline of your business. This is going to be what gets stuff done. After your marketing, you're going to need to acquire things. You're going to talk to people. So what's solid to a good acquisition guy? You're going to be friendly. You're going to be trustworthy, knowledgeable. You can solve problems, sense of servitude. Like, you're actually serving these people, not just, hey, I can offer $50,000. Okay, no, all right, bye. That's not like, what is that? That's not a thing. So comps and ARV, get familiar with the numbers. Look at how much you can actually sell the property for after you fix it up. Look at comparable properties, and then get an offer that's going to be able to solve the seller's problems. You know, anywhere you can. I've made the smallest assignment that I've made in my career was $1,200. The biggest one was $90,000, I believe. So it could range. I mean, I've seen people do crazy assignments. I've seen people make like $200,000 assignments. And it's just doable. It's just getting to the right person, right time, and making sure the numbers work, obviously. So qualifying. So information you need for the flow of a conversation, motivation, obviously, the time frame, their asking price, condition, repairs, and then people involved. Also, like if there's a tenant there, or if there's is it vacant? You know, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Like, is everybody on board with selling, despite the price of the property? Like, what's going on with it? You know, why would you sell? Like, why sell? And here's some cool like sample scripts that are kind of like to get you in there, to get you started. I'm sure you guys are new to this or already doing deals or whatever, but this is cool. Like, here's some stuff like, great, I'm very interested in this one. Would love to find out more about what your needs would be to make something happen. Typically, I look for a house with this purpose, putting money into it, bringing it up to modern 2025 standards, new floors, granite, etc. I literally want to put a tenant in there and add it to my rental portfolio. How much are you looking to get? What kind of work does the house need? These are just kind of simple stuff to ask the seller. I was actually thinking about this, rethinking this, and I'd like to look at this as principles. Look at principles. Pretend you have a bag of cash that you inherited for $5 million, and you're going to buy the property yourself. What would you ask? What's going on with it? What's up with it? What did you replace? I like it. Like, how are you think? Is there some, like, how are you getting to this price? Like, is there something you know about it that I don't? Despite the property, like, I'm curious. Like, if I'm buying something from somebody, like, I want to know where are they selling. Besides the property, like, dude, I'm gonna buy your house. Like, we should be bros. Like, what's going on? So types of sellers, there's going to be red sellers, cut to the chase, confident in numbers. You got to make them feel like they won. They have a bottom line, and that's it. You're going to have blue sellers. Trust is a big thing. Super laid back, credibility. They're going to check you out, your website, know you. There's no rush. Yellow, they build rapport with them. They love to talk, inform and advise, reassure them. And then there's going to be green. They like a story, clear process, talk time. They like to talk for a while. Super analytical, so they're going to look through your agreement like from front to back. And then also, guys, here's the live calls that I have. They're in the group. So just join the group, and then y'all guys can check out the free live calls, and they're there for whenever. I have a couple. And then we'll get into comping. So comping's cool. We use Realtor, Redfin, Zillow, and then we just compare apples to apples, and we basically just like to look at what's like, if the property had a twin, like what does the pretty twin look like, or like what could it potentially look like? We don't like to cross any major highways, roads, or anything like that. And we just like stay like honed in down same neighborhood, like literally just trying to like what could this property potentially look like. Yeah, that was just a comparable of a property of an address we were thinking about buying. And then here is a offer. So this is pretty standard stuff. 70 to 80% of the ARV. Once you find the ARV, the after repair value of what the property could be after it's fixed up. For easy numbers, let's say $100,000, you're going to times it by 70 to 80%, depending on how hot the market is. After that, you're going to take off repairs. So repairs are going to be roof, AC, whatever it needs to get up to that ARV. Once, let's say the property needs 15 in work or 20 in work. So $100,000 times 70%, it's 70,000 minus 20 in work. That's going to be 50,000. Now minus my fee, I'm going to get paid, let's say 10,000. So at the end of the day, I need to be at 40,000. So I can sell this to an end buyer for 50,000 and collect a $10,000 assignment fee. So that's a quick rundown of our calculation of how we did get offers. And then now we're going to go to a dispositions masterclass where we sell the property. How do we find these people that are actually going to buy my deal? How do I get paid? So PropStream for cash buyers, hedge funds and realtors are our best friend. PropStream, use the filters in the search bar. Once you do that, you look at the LLC. And then once you go to that LLC, you look at open corporates. Once you go to open corporates, you go to True People Search. And then that's literally 80% of how we are finding buyers right now. We'll go and we look at LLC buyers who own properties in the zip code. and reach out to them. And like, dude, like imagine if you're a buyer and somebody reaches out to you and you have 5 properties in this 5 to 10 properties in the zip code, and somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, I have a property 50-60 cents on the dollar. I know you own, quite a few. Would you be interested in this one? I'm going to be like, yeah, dude, I want to go check it out. Like, what's up? So here's an example. Cash buyers, I look at property zone 5 to 50, and then corporate owners. And so I'll look at it'll pop up, and then I'll pop up the first person that comes up in that zip code, and then I'll reach out and I'll have their LLC name here, the owner name. And then I'll go here and I'll look at the owner name here, and then the LLC name, and then skip trace them, and then I'll skip trace them here on a prop stream, and then True People search, and then once I do that, then I'll contact them saying this. Hey blank, my name is Kevin. I noticed you owned a few properties in Zip. Are you looking for deals at this moment? Wonderful. I have this off-market deal I'm looking to assign. Can I text you the details? And literally just text them the property that I have under contract. So what we like to do, we like to get 3 to 5 buyers for our properties. Don't get super discouraged if you can't find one. Everything goes smoothly, so we let them know that we would let them know that basically, hey, we're working with our partners. In the meantime, while title is being opened, we're going to make sure that the property, that we do our inspections and check it out. So then you get the people that you're working with, which are your buyers, to go check out the property. And then, so before we, send the buyer there, we prep them and just let them know, hey guys, we're letting all the buyers know that, anything price related, you discuss with us. So don't talk to price with the seller. Don't do any of that. The paperwork is already at the title company, so we don't want to do any funny business. Also, money loves speed and efficiency. Just to FYI. So whenever you get a deal, start working it like that day. Hedge funds, super easy. You look at LLCs that own 100 properties or more, and you reach out to them, and it's really tricky. You got to kind of go like 007 and try to find them and go through their website and go through this whole process. It's a bit trickier. It's a little bit time consuming, but they pay pretty well. Here's some hedge funds that y'all guys can go check out that we use to this day. Realtors. So we text a bunch of realtors too, and we're like, hey, what do you think about this property? We like this one. Either we're going to flip it ourselves, or, maybe we might list it. What do you think? And then sometimes the realtors will reach out back and you'll say like, hey, well, they'll say, hey, yeah, we have a good property. I have a buyer for it, if you want to sell it. That's it. So dispositions recap, use PropStream Realtors to find your buyers. PropStream has given us 80% of our buyers. We use Investor Lift as well. Communicate platforms to text, blast multiple realtors, buyers. Communicate clearly and consistently with your sellers about the process. Do not get discouraged if you hear 5-10 no's in a row when talking to buyers. Keep calling your buyers and realtors until you get 5 to 3 of them to check out the property. The more feedback you can get, the better. One buyer may be purchasing at 70% ARV, while another will pay more just because he knows that area. A good rule of thumb to discard or price drop, for price drop, a contract you have is when you have about 5. So whenever you do a price drop or price reduction, make sure that you have buyers in there that all kind of give you like a similar number, so you can go back to the seller and renegotiate. That's all that is. Here's a kind of where you get paid. So you glue everything at title. Here's my acquisition guy. He sent over a property to title, and this is literally it. Hello Zainab, how are you? Hope things are good. We have a property we'd like to open. I'll send an email with both for an introduction, attaches the contract. So we send them the contract that we have with the seller, and then we send them a contract that we had with the buyer, and we give it to them so they can coordinate everything and glue everything together. Before you do, call your local title company and ask they do assignment of contracts. 95% of them will do assignment of contracts. So yeah, now it's time to get paid. And after the buyers inspected the property, you both agree, you send an agreement, an assignment of contract, and he signs that he's going to pay you X amount. Once you get that, you send over to the title or your attorney, and then they'll glue everything together. The buyer's funds will clear out what you owe to the or what the seller needs, and then you'll pay your fee. So the seller gets their price, the buyer gets his property, the title company gets paid from the closing costs that they charge. Usually the buyer pays, or it comes out of your assignment fee, and then you get your wire. Here's some proof, guys. This is a SMS, deal time 13 days, purchase price 142. I assigned to a hedge fund for 163. Assignment fee was 19 grand. The motivation, tired out of state landlord. This one's super cool. SMS, this one's in North Carolina, I believe. 30 days, purchase price 150, assigned to buyer for 220, assignment fee $70,000, tired out of area landlord. Here's the proof. That one's super cool. This one's a $54,000 deal. This one's a cold call, deal time 25 days, purchase price $230, assigned it to a hedge fund for $280, $48,000 deal. Same thing, tired out of an area landlord, absentee owner, all these three. So yeah, guys, please join the school, free community. There's people that are killing it in there. They've been just doing it for, quite a little bit. Some people have been already doing deals. Some people haven't even talked to a seller. Some people need to scale up. I'll help you with anything. My business right now does 4 or 5 deals. We're hovering around, $50,000, $60,000. And yeah, it's very simple. I've been doing this for the past 5 years. Join the school, guys. Any questions or anything like that, just reach out to me. Again, I apologize if you made it this far, no special edits or anything like that. I just want to give y'all stuff that y'all can implement and actually use. There's my social media. Reach out to me if y'all need anything, and I hope the video helps.